In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Send a Message tool for leadership in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So here I am on churchofjesuschrist.org, and to access the Send a Message tool, I simply go here to my Tools button in the upper right and choose Leader and Clerk Resources, or LCR. I click, and here in Applications, I can click to go to Send a Message. Once I've clicked Send a Message, the tool opens up, and as you can see right now, the Send a Message tool is having some issues. Hopefully those will be fixed soon. In the meantime, there are a couple of tips to help us use it effectively. And with that in mind, I'm going to browse down and we're going to look at how to use this Send a Message tool. If your calling grants you access to this Send a Message tool, you can simply go to this drop-down and choose the recipients that you want to receive this message. So I could send it to the entire stake in this case, or to a specific ward, or specific members in one of the wards. In addition to that, I could pick a ward or the stake, and then I could select people based on the stake callings that they currently hold or the ward callings that they currently hold. Let's try some ward callings. If I click there, I could choose to send a message to all bishops in the stake, all primary presidencies, all ward councils, all clerks, or any of these other options. I'm going to select all clerks in this case. So I get a list of all of those clerks. I can then select all. If I don't really need to send it to all of them, but maybe most of them, I could uncheck those that I don't need to send the message to, and then click Select. Now that I've selected them, I have 13 potential recipients of this message. I could go back in to ward callings or even stake callings, and I could select other people that I want to receive this message. So maybe the auditing team. And I can check the boxes or click Select All for each member of the team, click Select, and now the total number of recipients is up to 17. Now what if, in addition to those 17 that I've added based on their ward callings or stake callings, what if there are specific other members of the stake that I want to send this message to? I could click on Members and choose All Members and then look through the huge list of every member of the stake, picking just the specific ones that I want to send the message to. Or I could focus in on all parents of young women, all full-time missionaries, all single adults, whatever it might be, and then I could select the specific individuals that I want to send the message to. I'm going to pick all men, and now I can browse down this list, looking for specific men that I want to send this message to, and then I could click Select. Now, you've probably noticed that not all of the people in this list have a checkbox next to their name. That's because they haven't supplied their email address to the ward or the church. So I'll just click Select, and now my total number of recipients is up to 20. I'm going to browse down the form a little ways to look at some other options. There is an option to allow recipients to reply to all, but it's grayed out. It's not enabled. I can't click on it. And the reason why is because my list of recipients includes people who are not in leadership and those who are in leadership. And that automatically disables this option. Honestly, most people don't really want to get reply to all messages, so it's probably for the best that that's not enabled. Next, I would put in the subject of this message, maybe something like that. And then at this point, I can type up my message to the recipients. Notice what it says here. Pasted messages may lose their formatting. So if you have a document that you've already created or someone else has created, you could highlight that document, copy it, and paste in the message into this form. But just be aware that you might lose the special formatting of that original document. So here I'll just type in my message, maybe something like this. If there are attachments that I want to include with my message, maybe a flyer or a handout or some other materials, I can just drag and drop those files into this box, or a method that's much easier for most people, which is just clicking this link, choose files from your device, and then I can just navigate my computer to find the file that I want to attach. And then at this point, the only thing left to do is click Send Message. Now, before you send a message, I highly recommend that you review everything, making sure that the recipients are correct, that you've typed in your message the way you want it to be. And notice that we do have some basic tools to help us with that. We can highlight text and center our text, align it to the right or left. We can underline, bold, italicize, etc. And it's pretty much as simple as highlighting by clicking and dragging what you want to change, and then selecting the formatting options that you want to use. You can also change the text color, the text background color if you want. You can add tables to your message. Let's say you want to put information in different cells in this table. You can do that. And then one other thing you should know about composing your message is if you want to include a link to a web page, all you have to do is click and drag to highlight some text in your message, and then go up here to the Insert or Edit Link button, and then just put in the URL of the web page or website that you want the recipients to be able to go to. Click OK, and that text is turned into a hyperlink. So again, just review your message, making sure that everything is as you want it to be. If you've added any attachments, make sure that they show up here, and then you can just go here and click Send Message. Once you've done that, you may need to be a little bit patient. It sometimes takes a few minutes for the system to actually send those messages out. And a lot of times, if you're sending the message to a huge group, like an entire ward or stake, a lot of times you'll get error messages sent back to you saying that certain people did not receive the message. That's because they've entered their email address incorrectly, or it's simply an old email address that's no longer in service. So don't be surprised if you get a few message failure notices. So that's how you can send a message using the churchofjesuschrist.org leader and clerk resources. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it to be helpful. If you did, consider sharing it with someone else that you know that has a similar calling that may benefit from learning how to use the Send a Message tool. Please note that I am not a representative of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. These are my own thoughts and experiences that I'm sharing in this video.